My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. So they've been assaulting my animals since yesterday, or stealing their biology. They've also been assaulting me, more lung tissue damage. Now they're destroying my environment. Yes, I'm very sick. Uh, so my biology is in many pieces. They have some of it at remote locations. They're using it for torture devices. They keep filling me full of foreign objects and parasites, big worms, and just leaving it that way. They won't take it out. One of them just says they're never going to be able to prove it's us. That's a guy from the Navy. They are also still attempting to steal my intellectual property. So they have wrote a lot, or they have copied my intellectual property, and I guess published it themselves, or are attempting to publish it. I'm very sick. I can barely breathe. I'm in pain. I'm dizzy. I'm weak. My eyes feel funny. But they have removed most of my extra dimensional brain tissue. Every once in a while they drive it themselves, and I have to experience it. One of them said they want me as a surrogate. I do not consent. I feel like I have stuff shoved inside of my head. Like they tried to replace the removed brain tissue. It's stopping me up. I don't want to make the connection. I want it out. One of them says if I want my biology, I've got to come and get it. They're using it as a torture device. They're also using it to cover up damage. They're applying biologics and transplants. Get away from me. They're making me see them. Stop. Stop artificially stimulating my brain tissue. Stop. they're still messing with me. And I'm still in the hive mind. I still have hive mind technology. They can still read my thoughts and see what I see and feel my senses. They use it to harass me. Barack Obama, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Devin Singe, the military, other politicians, other business owners, people affiliated with Freemasons and Skull and Bones, the local police, the Department of Justice, both in Illinois and in Mississippi. Danny Kagi, Chris Martin, and other people in my family. Yes, they afflicted my friends and family members just to get to me. I am very sick. They have removed all of my extra-dimensional biology because of this entanglement property. There's an entanglement property between our third dimensions and our inner dimensions. If you remove a part of your interdimensional biology, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in this biology. They're using this entanglement property to torture me and to also gain access to my mind space, my psychology. Yes, they're stealing intellectual property. Plus, they are just getting paid to steal my thoughts and my sensory perception input, my experience. People are paying for it. They're trying to sell this event to other people as a Christian martyrdom, and people are paying for it. It is a snuff film. I do not consent for anybody to have possession of my biology. Yeah, they put something in my water last time I took a bath, and it stuck to my skin and it went all inside of me and it burns. I'm getting sick from it. I have a creek in my front yard. My front yard is a hole. It's like a little holler or a valley. So there's a creek that runs through it. This water could be potentially beneficial to my issue. I need a clean water source to clean me out, to remove the foreign objects and parasites, and also a place to to keep my extra dimensional biology. They are destroying that at the moment. They have been for a while. Putting foreign objects in it, contaminants, devices that cleave the water. They're putting holes there. So I have them here in my front yard, and then in my backyard, or in the woods behind my house. This water makes a U. It starts in my front yard, goes to my neighbor's yard, to his pond. Then it comes out of his pond and goes down another hill into my backyard. And then it goes, yes, they're poisoning the water supply. I got a headache right now and my eyes feel funny. And this stuff they put inside of me is making me sick. They have also damaged or removed my meninges, or my lymphatic system. So we have this covering on our brain that covers our brain, and then it goes down our spinal column all the way, and then it comes out of our rib. It covers our rib cage and goes in and attaches to some of our organs. It is responsible for our immune system expelling waste. It helps us create mucus. And over the past couple of days, they have been destroying that. Yes, I'm getting sick. Yes, the extra dimensional counterpart to it. Yeah, they're trying to commit identity theft. They're using my removed meninges as a torture device. I'm still entangled to it. So what? From what I've seen, so there's an entanglement property between our third dimension and our inner dimensions. If you remove a piece of interdimensional biology, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in it. So what appears to happen is you can't take energy out of the particles in which we consist of. The particle would be destroyed. So space-time has to conform to ensure this doesn't happen. So as this piece of biology leaves you, as it leaves you, space-time in between you and this removed body part shrinks to zero. It warps to ensure the energy never leaves your particles. So then, as you consume, as fluids and particles flow through your biology, when it gets to this piece of biology that has been removed from you, it shoots up these bands of space-time and goes into your into your removed body part. It goes through it and then comes back down to your biology and continues to flow through. They call it entropy. It's actually permeation, or just fluid movement through our biology. Yes, it works the same with biochemical electricity also. I am very sick. Yes, they see this as something of value. I got forced to assimilate because I'm a political activist. I'm a big influencer in politics, or I used to be. I'm also an author. I write literature. I wrote a lot on social media. I inspired a lot of people and helped a lot of people write their own literature. Gave a lot of people ideas. I got forced to assimilate. People wanted to read my mind. Then they started selling seats to my phone service to other Scientologists to allow them to also read my mind. They started stealing my intellectual property. Then it turned into biological theft. So they wanted the ability to do this themselves. So they started stealing extra dimensional brain tissue and used them as transplants. They took brains out of my head and stuck it in their own head. Then they started creating this computer system that is like their compounds or their command centers, which house brain tissue. So they're making one for me and housing my brain tissue in it. And they're allowing other people to try to utilize this brain tissue as their own. It's part of their hive mind technology. So that's where most of it is. And different people have access to different parts of it. They're trying to turn my brain into a toy, a device in which they can utilize to process information or write their own intellectual property. Yes, I'm a creative and intellectual. So I'm very sick. I feel my worms. I'm burning. I can't think very well. Now I'm getting victim shamed. You're breaking the law. So some of my biology they have in a place no one can get to. So they filled it full of foreign objects and torture devices and chemicals, and they locked it out of entropy or dropped it through space-time. Yes, they put it in a hole. And it's at a place that's hard to get to, or you can't get to it. Yes, this is Scientology. So Scientology, from what I have experienced, there's more space in the universe than humans can see. There are more than 3 dimensions. There are like 11 or 12 dimensions. There are also extra particles attached to us that we can't see. Some kind of dark matter or dark energy. So we have biology in these extra dimensions. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. The human genome produces an 11-dimensional humanoid with horns on our head. We are Anunnaki. That is our bloodline. We are designed to leave Earth and to fly into outer space upon death. We are designed to live there. We are a space-faring organism. We can fly. We have very big eyes. We can see in all dimensions down to the molecular level. We can move energy around with our mind. We are energy movers. We can help life grow and develop. We can manipulate and modify genetic structure to help organisms develop new features or functions. I can barely breathe. They've damaged my lungs badly. So Scientology is the practice of removing this extra, or utilizing this extra dimensional biology before we die. They remove it from themselves, and they utilize technology and techniques to turn it into an upper dimensional vehicle. They turn themselves into an alien form. So that is what Scientology is. They create the aliens. This person in C.org, he won't leave. Get away from me! You're breaking the law! So yeah, when they remove their extra dimensions from themselves, they have to leave organs and tissues behind, so the origin biology can function properly and continue to survive. So then they need organs and tissues to use as transplants for their upper dimensional biology so they can function properly. So they take organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to make themselves whole and function properly again. They take organs and tissues from other humans and other species such as lizards, insects, and worms. They make a few various types of alien forms. They make lizard people. They make insectoids or bug people. And then they make worm people. Get off my property. Everybody leave my property. Yeah, I got paparazzi'd. They won't remove their biologies. Yeah, they're trying to make me sick and then kill me so I can't publish my own intellectual property. That's what they say. That's not on my agenda anytime soon anyways. I haven't really had time to focus on it and perfect it. And I won't even do it in front of these people. I got forced to assimilate 13 years ago. And they were already here. Dead people and Scientologists experience time in a different manner than we do while we are among the living. Time is actually a simultaneous event. The past, the present, and the future happen at the same time. Third dimensional humans experience time linearly. We see the days passing one after another after another. We see seconds, minutes, and hours. You're breaking the law. So at this very moment, I'm being assimilated 13 years ago. At this very moment, I'm being born.